I am Mace, and this is my mushroom foraging video. Mossy maize polymorph is the common name. The scientific name is Serena unicolor. This mushroom grows like a shelf on wood. Its top is grayish brown and rough or fuzzy, while the bottom has a maze-like holes or tubes instead of gills. It can look like turkey tail, which also grows on wood, but the mossy maize polypore has a rougher top and a maze-like bottom instead of smooth, tiny holes. This mushroom is not edible. It's too tall and woody to eat and doesn't taste good. Interesting fact: this mushroom helps certain wasps called horntails. The wasps lay eggs inside the mushroom, and when the baby wasps grow, they carry the mushroom spores to other trees, helping it spread. This mushroom grows on dead or rotting hardwood trees, as shown in the video. You can find it in forests across North America, Europe, and Asia, mostly all year long. The turkey tail mushroom scientific name is Trametes versicolor. The name turkey tail comes from its colorful rings that look like a wild turkey's tail. Turkey tail mushrooms grow in thin, fan-shaped layers on dead wood. They have colorful bands, brown, orange, white, blue, or gray, and velvety texture on top. The underside is white with tiny spores. It can be confused with false turkey tail, but the real turkey tail has a tiny spores underneath, while false turkey tail has a smooth bottom. Turkey tail is not eaten as food because it's too tall, but it's safe and often used in teas or supplements for its health benefits. Interesting fact: turkey tail mushrooms are being studied for their possible ability to support the immune system and even help cancer patients when used with medical treatments. Turkey tail grow on dead logs, stumps, or fallen branches in forests all over the world, especially in North America, Europe, and Asia. The shaggy mane is the common name. Its scientific name is Coprinus comatus. The word comatus means hairy, which matches its shaggy-looking cap. The shaggy mane starts as tall, white, cylinder-shaped mushroom with shaggy, scale-like fibers on its cap. As it gets older, the cap melts into a black, inky liquid from the bottom up. It can be confused with other inky cap mushrooms like the alcohol inky cap, but that one has a smoother cap and can be dangerous when eaten with alcohol. This mushroom is edible, but only when it's young and still white. Once it starts turning black and inky, it should not be eaten. You also shouldn't wait too long after picking it because they spoil quickly. Interesting fact: this mushroom turns to black ink because it helps the mushroom release its spores more easily into the air before it melts away. It's like the mushroom is destroying itself so it can spread its seeds. But they're not seeds. The red-belted conch scientific name is Fomitopsis penicola. The name comes from the red or orange belt or band often seen across the edge of the mushroom. It is a thick and huge shelf-like mushroom that grows on trees. The top is hard and crusty, usually with colors like white, brown, yellow, or red, especially a red belt near the edge. The underside is creamy white with small spores. It doesn't have gills, as you can see. It can be confused with other conchs, like artist's conch or hoof fungus, but the red-orange band is a good clue that it's a red-belted conch. This mushroom is not edible. It is very tall and woody, and even though it's not poisonous, but people don't eat it. This mushroom is a type of polypore that plays an important role in forests. It breaks down dead wood and recycles nutrients into the soil. It also produces a strong smell when fresh, sometimes fruity or sour. I personally smelled nothing. The red-belted conch grows on dead or dying coniferous trees like pine or fir, and sometimes hardwoods. It's common in forests across North America, Europe, and Asia, and can be found all year round. The last mushroom is the common field cap, is its common name. Its scientific name is Agricybipedietes, which is much harder than the common name. This mushroom is small, with a smooth tan or yellowish brown cap that often dome-shaped. The cap flattens as it gets older. The gels underneath are light brown and the stem is thin and fragile. This mushroom can be confused with small poisonous mushrooms like Galerina species. Because of this, it's very important not to eat wild mushrooms unless you're 100% sure of what they are. Technically, the common field cap is considered edible, but it's not recommended because it's small, not very tasty, and easy to mix up with harmful mushrooms. Interesting fact, this mushroom grows very quickly, often popping up overnight in grass areas like lawns, fields, and even garden mulch, especially in warm weather after rain. I found mine in the way home. One big question that I had is, what would happen to the forest if there wasn't decomposer mushroom? After researching, I figured that if there were no decomposer mushrooms in the forest ecosystem, the balance of life in these environments would collapse over time. Decomposer fungi such as turkey tail and the red-belted conch play a critical role in breaking down dead organic matter, especially wood. Without them, fallen trees, leaves, and dead organisms would pile up and remain largely intact, locking away essential nutrients like carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. This would lead to nutrient cycling to halt, soil quality would decline, carbon buildup would increase, and food chain would collapse, as many insects, animal, and even other fungi depend on decomposer mushrooms for habitat or nutrition. Thank you for watching. The end.